Surrut pub the other day. An Italian man with mullet kept eating me lasagne, so I've invited him down to show him how to cook it.
Papa's hungry.
So Isaac, Italian batch. Hello, sir. Good
Nice
to
to
see
see
you,
you
mate.
again.
Did you miss me?
I did miss you.
So me and Isaac, we actually met on a brand trip, which I want to talk about, CeraVe.
Yes.
So we got made to do a video for this brand. So on the day they told us, come up with the concept. I know why he's laughing. Come up with this concept, and we don't speak to each other about it. So I think, you know what? My idea is so good. Isaac does a video that goes stupidly viral. It's like pretending to be an influencer, right?
Yeah.
And he jumps onto the bed.
One thing about me is that I'm absolutely crazy.
And I see his video and I'll go, he's describing me. Did you see Did you see my video?
Right here, pure bliss.
Just remember what you were telling me, that you were stripped down
Yeah.
in front of all the cameramen.
They're like, right, so now I'm gonna jump onto the bed. But I found it more funny that your video, literally the jump, I was like, I'm that influencer.
That's right, I was just using you.
Yeah, you just watched me and thought, let me fuck this guy.
Yeah, let me fuck this guy up.
No, but that's how we met. And yeah, so Isaac's here today. We're gonna find out if this, not so traditional, is it traditional for an Italian to have a mullet?
Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah. All over Rome, you can see them everywhere. Yeah.
To be fair, it's more uncommon. So we're gonna see if Isaac is a good cook. It's in his blood.
It's in my blood.
I mean, I've given him the really difficult task of cutting an onion and garlic,
Yeah.
which he feels very confident about,
Yeah.
which is good. So let's get started then. If you can chop this onion, we're
do
going to be
that.
watching you very closely.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, you watch
And I'm
me
just
all
going
you want.
to... You watch me.
You watch me all you want.
No, but talk to me about... what are you thinking?
Just think of the best way to go about this.
Just tell you right now. This way. Please.
you wanna keep the
Does your missus do all the cooking then?
I actually do, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I actually do. But there's no techers in the way I cut.
Well, the way you cut the onion, I can tell.
There's no.
So which, is it your dad that's Italian or mum or?
It's my mum. She's
Okay.
only half Italian, so only makes
So that-
me a quarter. But
Is this you defending yourself before we start?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
Italians are
There's-
like,
it's only-
for
yeah.
fuck's sake.
It's only a quarter of my blood, all right. So
Plus, where's Popper from anyway?
he's from Yorkshire, so
Exactly, no, but Isaac, talk to me, because obviously you've been in the social media game for a while now. How long has it actually been since you started?
Thing is, I would say, I've been making videos since I was like 8 years old, just never well.
Yeah.
So it's only been like, doing what I do now, I've only been doing that for about 3 years, I'd say.
Okay.
But I was doing fitness stuff before that.
Yeah.
Just didn't find it as fun.
But it wasn't like skit style, I guess. You were just thirst trapping, and that's how you met your girl, right?
Exactly. That's how I picked her up.
Just come in this video, like,
Yeah, just benching her. Yeah. No, it's I used to do like tutorials. Like I'd say, if you wanna be buff like Captain America, this is what you have to do. Like I was qualified to be
really?
saying that. Yeah. That's the sort
so
of
that's
stuff
why
I
you were
was doing.
single for most of your life.
That's why I was so lonely.
So you've been. That's surprising to me, because I thought you were. I mean, like you said, you started from a young age. But when have you?
Yeah.
Because you have taken off. I've seen a mad trajectory in your following, your engagement. So has there been a particular moment where you're like, well, now I want to take this serious and pursue a career, or?
Well, I always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, but I didn't see it happening until a couple years ago. It became my job a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But I was doing a degree in planetary science and astronomy at the same time, because
It's not just looks, people. Look at that. Say that again in a sexy voice.
Yeah, I was doing a degree in planetary science and astronomy because I like space.
And so I quickly realised how much maths was involved, and although I'm all right at maths, not good enough to be pursuing a career in it. So I was like, okay, I need to make social media work.
Let me put an old man filter on.
So that's when I thought, let's get filthy on Snapchat.
Yeah, that was jokes though. But it's always it's actually nice, because I've watched a few of your podcasts, and I think obviously people get to see that fun side to you. But like meeting you at CeraVe, there obviously is that serious element. That it's not just the looks. You got a brain up there as well, you know.
Thanks.
Joking. But hearing you describe bloody black matter. I was like, okay, smart ass.
It's all a facade. It's all a show.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm really talking about.
Well, you cut that onion really well.
I was going to say,
I'll take it back, That's really good so far.
I'm guessing I'm dicing it because we're making a sofrito, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
That's in his blood.
So clip that.
There you go. But you went to uni, so you did...
Planetary science and astronomy.
And you didn't actually go into uni, did you? It was like an
No,
online...
so it was around the time that COVID was happening, and everyone got moved to online anyway. So I did it with the Open Uni, which is an online uni.
That sounds really fun and lit.
It was.
Did you get drunk over Zoom?
Me, yeah.
Who's joining the Zoom, guys?
Do you know
Shots
what?
on me.
I never met a single person from the uni. I never even met them in the Zoom calls because we didn't have mics on or cameras on. So it was literally just me sat at a desk doing a bit of maths. So you can imagine how thrilling that was.
That sounds brilliant.
But yeah, I mean, I think it was the right decision for me in the moment because it was more like I was trying to buy time to become like a YouTuber, TikTok, or whatever it would be.
But it's nice that you had that vision because I think it's so easy for people to kind of give up. Like, I think what I always think is when you see someone succeeding or on the algorithm and they're getting crazy views, is what people forget is that they actually worked for that. It's not just something that just comes about. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, because they see you once you've finally done it.
Yeah.
And so they think, oh, that's easy, but
It
there
does
is a
take
lot of
work.
hard work. Yeah.
And even if it is thinking of silly skits or it actually still takes time,
Yeah, it does.
So put some respect on his
come
name.
on. I work really hard. Come on. Papa works really hard. Come on.
You're in the social media game. Were your friends before in that space, or was it like none of them really did that, knew about it? Or?
No, my friends, they all went down a different route. They never really were bothered about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I've had a couple friends give it a go, but I just don't know if they were as passionate as me about it.
Yeah.
Because it was just something I've always wanted to do. So yeah, I really just did it solo, and then just ended up making friends like you.
Oh, he's such a
Like you as you go along, No,
but it is true, and I think it's actually almost nice in a way to separate the social media from friends you've grown up with.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Keeps you grounded, keeps you, I don't know, sane. But I mean, you're having chaos, you're having the Sidemen react to your videos and all these things now. So it must be quite nice because I guess those are people that when you think about YouTube, you kind of looked up to. So is it nice to think that, not that JJ likes your stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he loved it as well. So it was perfect.
He laughed like this, guys.
Oh, you know someone's enjoying your videos.
He was laughing on the inside.
Yeah, no, he did find it funny. No, I think he finds you funny deep down.
No, but it is surreal seeing that sort of stuff. And even though he didn't like the videos, it was still crazy just to think that those guys are even reacting to my videos, and especially because for the longest time I was posting this fitness content, not really getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to be. I wanted to make funnier videos, be more of a personality.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't figure out how to do that for ages. And so the fact that I finally managed to figure it out and then start to grow, I've had a really great couple of last years.
Yeah.
With
replay that, clip that.
Yeah, make a montage right now. No, but that's when things really started to take off, and so it's crazy to look how far I've come now.
100%.
Because you do question it at times, like, oh, should I carry on doing this, 100%. Or should I just get?
I think it's actually, you touched upon a nice point, it's actually really important to celebrate those wins, because when you get immersed in content, it's just your life that you forget to kind of be like, you know what? Tap yourself on the shoulder, son,
Not when I've got a sharp knife.
I'll tap Papa's shoulder.
No, it's true. It's hard to sort of look back and think, oh, how far you've come. Yeah. Especially because in this sort of industry, you always want more, or you're always looking for more, or comparing yourself. So it is, it is important to look back on your achievements, definitely.
100%. And who would you say, because you are a funny guy, because you sometimes meet people and you're like, are they going to be like, and you're definitely like, you've obviously got that serious side to you, but you are a funny guy. But is there anyone in your family or in the comedy scene that you look up to, or you kind of thought, they're fucking hilarious?
I mean, there's loads of guys I look up to in the comedy scene, like Chris Lilly, a lot of people who do like, I guess they play characters. I think that's what I found funny shows-wise when I was a kid. and still now, I like The Office and stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I love The
really
Office. Steve
entertaining.
Carell.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah. That Office, right?
Oh, you heard about Ricky Gervais, weren't you?
Yeah.
F that, Steve Carell.
But no, definitely people online, but also I think my family are pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think my dad's funny, and my oldest sister is probably funnier than I am. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, so I've obviously done it faster than you, but you
Yeah.
know what?
There's a lot of love
I can
going
tell
into
that
this,
the
that's
Italian runs through his veins because I've seen a lot worse chopping skills, you know. Beautiful.
I think that'll do.
Yeah, you've done well. So we've got our veg done. We're actually just going to take this over to the pan
Yes.
and fry that off. So we're just going to add a bit of olive oil.
A bit of,
You're Italian, mate. You should be used to this.
just a bit
Just
of,
you can see the cake.
Did you see? Yeah. Pure ass.
This is what the viewers came for. Add your bacon in. Nice. Now we're going to turn the heat down. So when you cook for your girlfriend, what are you cooking for her? Italian sauce.
I would do a pasta,
Yeah.
but usually I just chuck stuff in it. I don't really have a plan. Yeah, just anything, literally all of it, mate. Even the old balls.
Honestly, I watch your videos sometimes and I'm like, whoa, Christ alive.
There's a real chance we're going to lose half the onion.
That's all right. They are very beautifully cut, to be fair, though.
Do you think?
Yeah. Beautiful. I'll come in. Oh, are you? That's me stood behind you saying, "Now I'll come in."
Yeah.
Yeah, Locker's cooking show is wild.
He's not even filming it. It's just-
We did things I've never done before. Celery and carrots. Give that a mix.
You've chopped before, haven't you?
I have indeed, mate. Thank you. Actually, no, do a bit more.
Actually, no, not
Keep going.
Damn.
Keep going. Right, thanks.
Keep going. Not yet.
So your mum's the Italian one, right?
Yes.
So what is like a staple dish that she cooks or?
A classic is bolognese. She would do every week. She has like a no. Don't take it away from me. Yeah. So she'll do bolognese every week.
I'm glad you knew what that was.
She loves a lasagna. When people are coming round, she'll make a lasagna.
Okay.
Or chicken parmigiano.
Well, does she watch your videos?
Yeah, all of them actually.
Really? I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that. I wanted to ask you that actually, because obviously does she watch Papa?
She does. Yeah, she does. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like sort of cringing a
That's
little
my
bit.
boy.
Yeah. So I just look older than her, so it's so much
But
weirder.
to be honest, it is still nice to be able to like, when you put a lot of thought into something, I know people can laugh about it, but it is still nice to kind of share that with family. And you said you're similar humour anyway, so.
Yeah, she finds it all funny.
Although
She's
like, my son is a disappointment.
there's the odd time where I'll tell her a
did
video idea. And look at him now. And I'm in my bedroom going,
Yeah. Just
I like you.
Papa's hungry.
Yeah, purring up there. But no, there'll be the odd time where I come to her with an idea. I'm like, oh, what do you think of this? And I'll say it out loud.
Yeah.
There's just no reaction.
Yeah.
And then okay, let me film it. I think you'll find it funny when I filmed it. I film it thinking, oh, she's gonna love this.
Yeah.
She's just there, just straight face, does not get it.
My mum's like that.
Most of the time she gets it, but there's the odd one where it's like, damn, that didn't
Yeah,
get
well,
it.
Mum, that one went viral, so
Yeah, exactly.
you're wrong.
You don't know what you're talking about, quite frankly.
You're just going to stand there while I'm doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, add this in.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
Oh, you're a natural.
No, keep that in. I like that.
We're going to break that up. And we want this to brown. While our meat's cooking, we're just going to chop up our cheese. I's going to do a great job. I've got him on the really hard job.
Great job.
See, this is why he's got millions of followers.
Great
guys.
job.
So fun, so funny. Yeah. No, he is funny. But anyway,
Which side do you want? Doesn't matter.
you're Italian, man. What do you think? What feels See, your ancestors told you then.
They're
What the
inside
fuck
me.
are you doing? You went to do it and you had a little twinge. You went, oh,
Not
twist.
doing that, yeah, felt it in my ass.
You've obviously, I know I'm using the term blown up a lot. I don't want your head to go too big, but
Head blowing up.
but how have your family kind of handled that? Because I guess that you do get recognised when you go out. I mean, I was saying, not that my videographer knows who you are, but 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 I was saying that people our age, most people know who you are. If they're on TikTok, they would have seen your face. So how has that been for your family? Like, I guess you go out for meals, do people kind of come up? What's that been like?
Yeah, all the time now. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it actually. It's crazy. Can't
Can't go out.
Yeah, I can't even go to Tesco anymore. But no, it's I do get people coming up to me quite a lot. But I've never had a bad experience with it.
No.
They're always so lovely or I mean, half the time they don't even know who I am. They're just like, I've seen you on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't you dare speak to me then.
I'm with my mum, don't say that.
No. But no, they're all so nice. It can get a bit difficult. Like I went out with my girlfriend not long ago to, I think it was just Oxford or something. And because it's like a fairly small town, you get like this small town effect where sort of everyone finds out and it becomes a bit difficult. So, I mean, we just ended up having to go back early at that point because it was crazy. But
Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I get you. I get you.
No, but the problem was it started pouring down with rain whilst I was in Urban Outfitters, which is probably the worst place for me because of the the demographic. And so there was like a swarm of people, and I had to.
It's me.
It was you, wasn't it? And I had to hide in the changing rooms in the end. Because it was just genuinely nuts, like actually. But that's the only like time that it's been crazy. Other than that, it's.
And what I do want to know is because, for me, obviously, you are known on TikTok, right? But you want, from my understanding, you want to move away from that realm. So what would you say in the next couple of years is the plan, really?
I think in the next couple of years, more of a focus on YouTube for sure.
Okay.
And hopefully do some TV stuff.
I was going to say that because you did Clarkson's Farm, or was that just?
That was just a brand trip.
Okay.
But I would love to, like write my own show, have that on a like BBC or ITV or whatever.
Because I feel like as well, like you do your concepts, right? So you've got a mind for it now. So I feel like you should definitely use that to kind of pitch to brands.
Yeah.
I remember you talking to me about the Android, about how you actually reached out to...
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Should pick up the light.
Yeah, I reached out to Android and then realised, actually, they're not going to want to work with me because I've just been slagging off Android phones this whole time.
Half. Not bad. That was actually pretty perfect. So we're going to add that in. I'm going to turn the heat down. Do you want to add your...
Rind?
ancestor?
Add in my ancestor. My grandfather going in.
Beautiful. So we're just going to add our seasonings now. Salt. Cayenne pepper. A bit of spice. Paprika. And now we're going to let that reduce for 10 to 12 minutes. Papa.
Papa thirsty.
See more than that, mate. Enjoying it.
Just a little.
My dentist isn't going to be happy, but cheers, mate.
Cheers. I feel like you poisoned me or something. Cheers.
Right, let's add this in. We don't mind. We're both sharing it.
That's true. And we're kissing after this.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. Now let that reduce. We've got a lot of meat.
And there's a lot in the pan as well.
Exactly. We've got a lot of meat, so I'm going to add a decent amount of butter. I would say that this is about 2 tablespoons.
I love how you just got it in your hand.
It's clean, right?
I just love it. It is about 2 tablespoons, right?
2 tablespoons. Right, we're going to let that melt.
Sweet.
If you just kind of stare at it, just with your
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Italian mullet, and just speak some sense to it. Let that melt. Once that starts bubbling, we're going to add our flour. I need to find my whisk. There it is.
This is working.
And this is what you do if you were to make like a mac and cheese sauce. I'll do a little bit at a time. There you go.
How's my form? How's my form?
It form's great, mate. Fine. Beautiful stuff.
Name a better roux than this.
I'm just going to add it gradually. You start.
Okay. Well, you didn't get the breast milk.
No, I didn't actually. I just thought normal milk.
I don't actually drink normal milk. I only breast.
I hope this works. And I know you're thinking, fuck, it's going wrong, but it's not. I just gradually add the milk.
Right in the eye. No. Now, how much?
No.
You tell me when.
Keep going.
You just tell me when.
I will. You just tell me when.
I'll just keep milking.
Keep milking their titty.
I never actually made a lasagna without breast milk. It's weird.
This feels weird.
Yeah, it's weird for me.
Hopefully it tastes good.
Say hello.
And I just want you, in a second, to add just a handful. To be fair, I can do it if you...
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
I'll hold this.
You hold that. We don't want too much. We don't want it too thick. Perfect. Right, take that back now, yeah?
Sure,
Young
sure.
man. Put a little bit of pepper in. You can see how that started to come together really nice. You've got that glossy look and feel.
Yeah.
Right, perfect. So our sauce is done, our roux's done. It's now time to assemble this. It's thickened up. Right, so Chef Smith, we've done a beautiful job so far. You stood looking beautiful the whole way. No, you helped out a lot. Your onions, garlic.
I was right there,
You were
moral
with
support
me,
as well.
you were with me the whole way. So what we're going to do is just we're going to lather this as a layer on the bottom. And we actually don't need too much on the first layer.
Okay.
So once we've done that, we're then going to, you know what we can. So if you hold the bowl above here,
Bit of pouring.
we're just going to do a little bit like this, not too much.
Oh,
So it's
a little splattering.
a little splutter like so. So I've shown you the first layer.
Okay.
Gonna sprinkle some parmesan, like so. We like cheese, don't we? So
We
we
do.
get a good amount. We do. Me
do.
and Papa.
Yes.
say it in your Papa
We do
voice.
everything. We do. We like cheese.
We like cheese. So we lay that down. You give it a nice little mix.
Yeah.
I'll lather it up, baby.
We're still
Well,
talking
what-
about this.
No. Gonna lather you in fucking
Lather you up in a
cheese
minute.
sauce. I'm gonna add that in. But what I want to know actually is, because obviously your audience, it's like your cheese, they see one side to you, they see the splatter that, oh yeah. They see one side to you, but what is something your audience would be surprised to learn about you? Could be a hobby, could be that you're an introvert.
Yeah, I'm kind of introverted,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly. I'd say I'd probably come across more extroverted because you sort of have to on camera anyway.
Yeah.
But
When we
yeah,
actually meet you. But I wouldn't describe it when you have a little bit of introvert vibes. Introvert? Introvert vibes.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get comfortable with someone, you're very much like...
Yeah.
not an
I'm fine with people. I think it's more like if I can avoid a social setting, I will.
Yeah. If I don't have to go out, I will.
Yeah, if I could just rock in the corner of my bedroom instead, I will.
Yeah. You just sit at
I'd
home
rather
staring
do
at the
that.
wall.
Yeah, which is much more fun.
I can see why you had loads of friends at uni.
Yeah.
And another question I had for you. Because you are a viral boy, your videos do get stupid numbers. Do you know any ridiculous numbers, like stuff that's quite standard, like a video or in total?
I think my biggest TikTok has got like 30 million, something over 30 million, which is insane.
Which one was that?
It was actually when your social battery dies.
Oh,
It was playing on that.
I've seen that.
The video itself, I didn't actually think was that funny.
Yeah.
Or like capable of doing crazy numbers. It just sort of
I feel like it's the relatable ones. Though,
yeah,
you know?
I think that's what it was. Insane, isn't it?
It's mad.
It is
But
the relatability.
But the thing is
for
as
sure.
well, I feel like when you're in the space, you see a number, but actually what I always think about is if you think about a stadium, which holds like, I don't know, like 10,000, how many people does a stadium hold?
The big one's 100,000.
Is it? Yeah, but even
think
so,
so.
even so,
Twickenham's like 80K.
even so, 100,000, and then you've got 30 million people
Yeah.
that have watched your video. That's quite a mad.
You can't really picture it in your head, can you? It's
Thought.
just so many people.
Literally, just lather some more cheese on that boy.
It's like an army.
This actually looks good though, isn't
This
it?
does look good. Nice and sloppy.
Just how we like it.
Just do it.
Yeah, that's good. Watch this, made to measure.
This will be pretty impressive if you manage it.
Perfect. You know that when Thanos clicks his fingers. So before we put this in the oven, I wanted to ask you, viral boy.
Sounds like I've got a virus or something. Sounds like I'm ill.
I'm keeping my distance very
Viral boy.
That sounds so bad. Isaac, you create a lot of viral recipes, so what I want to know is how do you come up with those unique and engaging concepts?
I think the most viral videos just come to me because they actually happen to me at the time. Like if it's the social battery dying, my social battery will die, and then I'll be like, this happens to everyone.
Yeah.
If I make a video like that, people will relate.
well.
Because it's the most relatable ones that do the best.
That's true to be
So I think if it happens to me in a moment, then it's probably happened to a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, because your video, when I think back to your videos now, they are quite common in that sense, because I always thought, how does he think of that? But then, yeah, if it happens to you, I guess you're like, I'm going to do a skit of that.
Exactly.
Do you do it in the moment, or are you like, you shout at your girlfriend, get the camera?
No. I write it down. I think people are fed up with me now saying, I need you to film for me real quick. I need you to film.
Yeah.
So I'll write it down and then I'll just film it.
Okay.
As soon as I can. Because I want to beat the
the person.
Yeah, exactly. Someone else might be straight on that. You know?
Our lasagna's looking beautiful. We're now going to put this, so we're going to cover this in foil, aren't we?
We are.
We're going to cover this in foil, put it in the oven at 180 for 30 minutes, foil off, cook it for another 10 minutes so you get the nice crust. We're then going to freeze it overnight. So Isaac, you're going to have a sleepover?
Yes!
Yes! Pillow fight!
Do you do this with all your guests?
No.
Oh. I've had enough of you. Is it alright if I play some white noise?
Yeah, go for it. Make it stop, please. Right, so we've frozen our lasagne overnight. It's looking pretty good.
It is.
But it's going to look better when it's deep fried. We've got that crust around it. So I'm just going to cut it into pretty even pieces. And it is really important that you freeze it, but then take it out to defrost for about an hour before you actually cook with it, so that you can actually cut it like this. So I'm just going to get it from the bottom like that. And what we're going to do, just because we want it to cook quicker, is cut it in half, like so. So we've got our frozen lasagna. I've probably let this defrost a little bit too long, but it will still work. So we're just going to dip it in our flour mixture, which has got, what has it got in it?
Not close.
I know.
Definitely flour.
Flour, and it's got some Italian seasoning.
Nice.
So we want to really coat this in the flour, like so. Then it'll go into the egg wash.
I could eat that just like that.
Come on then.
Nope.
And you really got to make sure that it's fully immersed, like so. And then with the breadcrumbs. Yeah, don't worry, it's going to be messy. We don't. I want to batter Isaac's one on that bit there.
Just a little bit.
What do you think my hygiene rating would be on a shot?
Negative. Yeah, they'd find a way to make it negative, I'm sure.
Right, perfect. That looks pretty good.
That does look good, actually. Yeah, it does.
Can you make him look sexy? Nice. Not even letting go. Just drop it all on. Right, so you proud of our creation?
Very proud, look at it, it's amazing.
You did it all. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's come out nice and brown, just like we wanted. Let's see if it tastes good. So,
Let's go.
cheers.
Cheers.
Crisp. Look at that. Right, dip. Fire.
Fuck. Give me that. Give me that.
Bro,
Good.
that's really good.
That is really good.
Whew. And you get the nice cheese, the crisp. Got a good, decent bite, so you get that cheese.
It's like if you took lasagna and you deep fried it.
Yeah, it's almost like that.
It's almost like that.
Hot. How come you ain't got any cheese ball?
It's all in there.
Put more cheese on my arm. Right, so Isaac, what advice would you give to someone that's starting out on social media?
I think the starting is the main point. Because too often you're like, and for me, for ages, I was like, I don't want to do it because I care what people think, like it's kind of embarrassing. But just starting is like the main thing, and once you do that, I always say like you can put out 200 videos, and you'll never be in a worse position after that
True.
than from before you start. So just make the start. Just make sure.
Even if you do like old man videos.
No matter what it is, it could be anything. 200 videos later, you're always going to be in a better position. So
That's true. Content.
it's just all about consistency and getting
Content's
to that
key,
point.
consistency, I guess.
Exactly. People give up too easy, I think.
Yeah. True. You're a hustler like you.
Yeah.
Now he can't walk the streets and he's like... What's the best piece of advice you've been given? Could be from a family, friend, girlfriend.
Often you'll tell yourself like, you can't do it. Someone else hasn't done that, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Just telling yourself that you can do it, I think is the most important. And it's just people around me have just, told me there's no reason why it can't be you.
100%.
Or why you can't do something, so.
Do you feel like, because imposter syndrome's like, I think you always think why, things are going well, something's going to go bad. Do you feel like you have that, or are you quite like a positive person?
I definitely get imposter
You join
syndrome.
it.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
No, I definitely get imposter syndrome, but I think that's just part of it. You just got to remember you're there for a reason.
Yeah.
You sort of got yourself there, so get on with it.
You heard it first. I would shake your hand, Isaac, or give you a hug, but
A kiss instead, eh?
it's been a pleasure having you, bro.
Been a pleasure having
Super excited. I make him nervous. It's been a pleasure having you.
as well.
I'm on his show. But no, I can't. Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to see what you do. And keep up the hard work and come here whenever, bro.